we just went ahead, bit the bullet, bought it because, like I said, anything had to be better than what we had. We got some of it put together, but not all of it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode at Coop's house. We're in the shop, just kind of hanging out. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Bailey. They're blurry because I'm using cinematic mode. Oh, look, you can see them. There they are. So, we're in the shop this evening, and we bought an eBay powder coat system. So, we're going to see...
Amazon.
It was on Amazon.
Yeah, right.
He got it on Amazon. So, we're unboxing that right now to see how everything works because our little powder coat system from Harbor Freight kind of died. So, we're going to break this thing open and see what we got. So we powder coated a whole bunch of stuff with the little system from Harbor Freight, and we had some okay luck with it. Not great luck though, right, Hunter?
Best look I had was on parts that's finding ours.
Yeah, they were for somebody else, so we didn't get to keep it. But anyway, so that system broke, and we kind of figured anything at this point had to be a step up from that. So we saw this system on Amazon. I think it was $500 on eBay, and how much was it on Amazon?
$500.
It was also $500 on Amazon. So we just went ahead, bit the bullet, bought it because, like I said, anything had to be better than what we had. So far, everything seems to look okay. The gun is actually not bad at all. Let me go ahead and show you guys that. So, yeah, that's a whole lot better than what was on the Harbor Freight system, if you guys remember what that looked like. So, Hunter actually has the stand put together, and we're gonna go ahead and continue putting the rest of this stuff on. We got the brain box here and the little powder tin thing here, and the gun also. So let me show you guys the instructions they sent us. And yeah, so they gave us 4 pictures of what it's supposed to look like, but didn't tell us how to actually get it there. So basically, like, this is what it's supposed to look like. If it doesn't look like that, you did something wrong. So hopefully it looks like this. So we have very obviously become stuck. We got some of it put together, but not all of it.
We're probably not earthing, right?
Huh?
So we're not earthing.
Yeah, it's got to be, must be earthing before use. So on the back, it says it needs to be grounded well before use. But anyway, so the instructions are absolutely useless, and we've kind of done the best we can as far as hooking this thing up because we've never used an actual powder coating setup before. So we're gonna just look up a YouTube video, see if somebody else has done this, and see if we can figure it out that way.
There you go. All fine.
So we found a YouTube video, and this guy shows where all the hoses go, so we're gonna try to... What?
No promos.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to copy that on ours, and hope that we can get this thing put together to where it's actually usable.
Yes.
Yeah. Alrighty guys, so we actually got the lift kit powder coated. We worked on that for a couple of days and just learned a whole lot throughout that process, got it all done. But anyway, as you guys remember, we actually mentioned that we had the wheels dropped off to a friend of ours so they could be chemical stripped, because when we actually got the sandblaster out and we tried to blast off the powder that he had actually put on there a few years ago, that stuff was so thick and so durable that the sand just wouldn't take it off, and we would have just had an ungodly amount of time in actually sandblasting it and prepping it, all of that stuff. So we took it to him. He used a chemical to take all the old powder off, and then we actually hit it with a sandblaster to make sure everything was good and prepped. So we actually have it hanging in here, and we're ready to go ahead and hit this with some powder. So what we've decided is that we're actually going to two-tone these wheels. We've never done any two-tone powder coat at all. That is insane. But anyway, we've never done any two-tone powder coat at all. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do white on the inside of these spokes, and then do the rest of the wheel, the rest of the wheel, sorry, in the Prismatic universe, just like we did the lift. So it'll be white with the Prismatic universe all over the outside. So I think it's going to look super cool. It'll be just a little bit of accent color with just that little bit of white to match the truck itself. So something I think will look great. But anyways, that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get some powder put on this thing. Alrighty, so I've got the wheel powder coated, and what I did was I actually built something for my shop vac, and I took a piece of old air hose with a couple of air fittings and put on it, and then I adapted it to the shop vac so that I could actually vacuum off the excess powder that was actually within there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna wipe off the rest of what's in there. But if I'd started wiping it with all the excess, it would have fell onto the face, it would have been thicker in places and things like that. So it was just a good idea for me to go ahead and vacuum off the excess that would be there. But this is the very first time I've ever actually two-toned anything with powder. So this is a completely different concept to me, so I'm learning this. So please don't come at me too hard in the comments. But anyway, it's looking pretty good so far. And this is actually, the Prismatic, but it's actually the before it's baked. So that's what it looks like right now. But anyway, I'm gonna finish wiping this out, and then we're gonna try to get this thing into the oven without actually bumping off any powder. So yeah. Alrighty guys, so we got all the parts powder coated, and you guys saw we actually tried to two-tone the wheels for the truck. It's the very first time we've ever tried to two-tone anything with powder. We're still new to this and kind of learning it. It came out okay, but we're not so sure we're actually going to stick with it. We may end up repowdering everything and just doing it a single color because of A, time restraints, and B, because we just don't know if we really like the way that it came out. So anyway, we'll make that decision, but we're going to make that decision off camera. But we appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Make sure that if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, talk to us in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications so you know when we post, because we do have a lot coming up and going on as far as our builds go, and your guys' support means the absolute world to us, and we're looking to grow, and you guys are helping us with that, and we really, really appreciate it. So anyways, we appreciate you tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.